Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's session. All about the fact that if you own land or if you found a piece of land and you want to build from the ground up, what kinds of loans are available for you? My name is Cheree of Simply Funded, and you can either call or text us at 703 951 4419. 703 or visit us online at simplyfunded.com. Okay, so there are a couple of things that I would ask you in order to guide you to the right loan program. The first is, what's the location of this land? Is it in a city? Is it in a suburb, or is it in a rural area? Believe it or not, for the types of loan programs that I have available, this is like 9/10 of uh, the criteria with regards to where I could send you. It is easier and you have more options if your land is in a city or in a suburb. However, if your land is in a rural area, it is much harder, honestly, for you to get funding. Unless, this is part two, unless you are going to live in that property. So, the second question that I would ask you is this land and this home you're building, is it going to be your primary home or is it going to be an investment property? Because you all know I deal with both sides. So for people who are buying land or you own land and you want to build your own home on it, if it is in the city, a suburb, there's a couple of different loan programs that we have available for you with regards to you being able to take 12 months in order to build from the ground up. And then after those 12 months, you are able to convert that loan into a 30-year fixed loan. So it's a really great loan that is available for you. If you are buying property and you're going to live in it and it's in a rural area, there's a really great USDA loan program that is available for you. You do need to have moderate income, which in the DC area, I think it's like $110,000. So it's still a pretty robust loan, but that is one way that you're able to build from the ground up. Um, the third thing that I would ask you, so the first thing I'm going to ask you is, where is the property located? Is it in a city, a suburb, or rural area? The second question I'm going to ask you is, what are you using the property for? Is it for your own home or is it for an investment property? If you are building from the ground up and you're building for an in a city or a rural area from the ground up and it's an investment property, then I definitely have several options for you. It becomes a little bit harder if it's in a rural area, but I might have one option for you, so you can definitely come. Give me the address, and this specific company that I work with, they will be able to take that address, put it into their system, and see if it's something that they're able to assist you with. The final thing I'm going to ask you is, so again, I'm going to ask you about the location of the property. I'm going to ask you about how are you using it? Is it for your own home or for an investment property? And then the third thing I'm going to ask you is, who is the general contractor? How much experience do they have? So if you are buying this home for yourself, then there's some documentation that your general contractor will need to complete in order for them to be approved by the lender. If you are buying and building for an investment property, then there are certain lenders that require your GC to at least be 1% owner of your LLC. However, what I tell people is they could be 1% owner of the LLC, and then they are able to, once the building is done, then they are able to be basically, quote unquote, bought out of that position. So hope this wasn't confusing, but there are options for you if you're building from the ground up in order to live in that property, or if you're building from the ground up in order to have it as an investment property. So happy Monday to everybody, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.